Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I've got this brand new grill for my 2013 Jeep Wrangler Rubicon. I've been looking online. I have not seen a lot of videos on how to paint this. So this video is going to be showing how I actually paint this grill, going from prep work to adhesion promoter to painting a clear coat over this. I'm not going to be painting it white. I decided to keep it black. So I think that's a good, unique look on this Jeep. This grill is the JK to 2024 JL conversion, and this is from LED Factory Mart. I will put the link in the video description, and then if you're looking for the installation video, I will put a link right here for you to check that out. But for this video, we're going to be painting this, and we're going to do it right in the garage. So let's go ahead and start with prepping a little paint area over here. I got a lot of plastic sheets, so we'll make a little paint booth right inside the garage. And then I will show you how I prep this, clean it, do the adhesion promoter, and then clear coat it. So stay tuned for all that. And if this paint job is a fail, at least you can learn from this video what not to do. All right, so I've got the homemade paint booth all made up. It is definitely a little overkill, but I have gotten overspray on my tools before, and that is never fun. So let's step inside and see what we're working with. And I did put tarps on the ceiling and on all four walls. So right now I'm looking at the back side of this grill. I'm just going to be doing a little bit of testing of products just to make sure that nothing has a bad interaction. You always want to do that before you start spraying something. So what we're going to be using to degrease this grill is Purple Power, and I've got it diluted to probably a 5-to-1 dilution. And then after degreasing it, you're going to use a tack cloth to wipe it all down. That way there's no lint or anything on it. And I'm going to be using Bulldog Adhesion Promoter. I will put the link right here. And then to clear coat it, I'll be using this Rust-Oleum acrylic enamel. This is automotive grade, bonds to plastic, metal, and more. And I did a little test right here, and it laid nice and flat. No bubbling, no weirdness, looks good. So you can see the difference there between where it's painted and where it's not. So always test out on the inside just to make sure there is no weird reactions. So now we're gonna take the degreaser and degrease this whole grill. Always make sure when you're doing paint jobs like this, you're in a well-ventilated space, and make sure you're wearing a proper N95 or equivalent respirator or mask. We're gonna set it on here because you want it to be upright while you're painting. That way, paint in the air isn't gonna have a bigger surface area to fall onto. So let's take a little degreaser and see how it does. For now, I'm gonna wipe it down on the ground here. Take my Wolfbox air duster just to dry it off and blow it off. All right, now let's set it up here. Blow out some of these cracks. Turn on the lower setting. Okay, we'll give this a little bit of time to fully dry, and then we'll wipe it down with the tack cloth, and then we'll spray it off with the Bulldog Adhesion Promoter. We'll let that sit for about 5 minutes, and then we'll do our first coat of the clear coat. Make sure when you're doing this, wearing the proper PPE. I've got this one that protects my eyes and my lungs. We'll allow this to sit for 5 minutes.
to apply the clear coat. And then we're going to wait a few minutes in between coats. We're going to do a few light coats, probably 3. All right, we did a total of 3 coats. So let's take a peek at how it looks. And it has not fully dried at all. It's only been a couple minutes. Sure, there's gonna be little runs. Overall, I think it's gonna turn out great. We will let this sit overnight.
All right, let's take a look at the grill after letting it sit overnight. You can see a little run right here. Once this fully cures, I could buff that out. That is not a big deal to me. Overall, I would say it turned out really well. So I'm gonna actually let this sit for a good couple of days before I actually try to install it. The can of spray paint says for plastics, it can take 5 to 7 days to fully cure. So this will actually sit inside, and in 5 to 7 days, we will install it. And this is the reason why you need a good paint booth, because you don't think you're gonna get that much overspray, but in reality, you do. So make sure you lay out a good paint booth, okay? Because I've had this paint overspray on my tools. It is not fun to have to wipe off. So let's go ahead and we will go to the finished product installed on the Jeep. And the best part of the project is the satisfying cleanup. And then just a little bit of tape left over in this one spot. 2 spots. All right, job well done. No overspray. Perfect. That is what we wanted. Since we're changing out the grill, I'm gonna actually paint this black. That way it doesn't stick out like a sore thumb behind the grill. So I've cleaned it, I've degreased it. I've set this fan out here to help it all dry out nicely. So now we're just gonna prep it for a paint job and we will do some painting. Going to be using this engine enamel. This is for high heat, high temperature. Another paint that people say you can use is caliper paint. So we'll finish masking it off and then we'll paint a few light layers. Few coats of black paint on this radiator, and that is really going to help hide all the radiators behind the nice black grill. All right, so we have finished painting the transmission cooler, the power steering cooler, the AC condenser, a little bit of the radiator. That way behind the painted grill, you won't be able to see some bright aluminum. So let's go grab the grill and we will install it because the paint has hardened, it's finished, and we let it sit for about 5 days. So let's go grab it and we will install it. If you took these off during painting, don't forget to reinstall them. And just like that, the new painted grill is installed. I'll finish putting in the rest of the clips. And then now that it's painted, we can also install that weather stripping. So to do this weather stripping, I'm gonna take a little alcohol wipe and just make sure that this area is clean of any dirt or debris. Not too much alcohol since we just painted it. Then I'm gonna start in the middle and work my way out. I would hold down at the end here for about 30 seconds, just so this end doesn't lift up. And I'm gonna hold pressure here for about 30 seconds. And you're officially done with your installation and painting of your new Jeep JK grille. And this is the 2024 edition. And this is from LED Factory Mart. I'll put the link in the video description. That way you guys can get your very own. So don't forget to check out the link. And thanks again for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Have a good day. All right, this grille looks amazing, especially with the freshly painted fenders. What do you guys think? Let me know. Leave a comment whether you thought I should have went white or if you like the way it looks being black like this. All right, stay tuned for more videos, and thanks again for watching.